he get done over there in an hour or two. The engine coolant tip's 34.
Dad, you've been putting in some work out here for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like our fuel pump burning up issue has been lack of fuel to the pump. So
This is the last chance, right?
well, you say that, but yeah, it is. I mean,
yeah. If this one doesn't work like this, I'm not messing with it no more.
if you would just quit burning the fuel pump up, we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
Technically, you did all the fuel system stuff, so that's kind of on you. But
well, I will say, on the Yeti, we had 16 coming in, 16 all the way to the front, and 12 return. We're only 12 in, 12 the length of the car, and 10 back.
And that pump's still working.
And I say 10 back.
I bought that pump when we went big block methanol, right?
Yeah.
And the Yeti. And that was did I buy it when I had the Pro Charger? On the 85? Or no? Or did I buy it when we went turbo on the Yeti?
It was when we went turbo.
So that was 2019.
And we did that.
I bought that pump.
I mean, I bet just the piece from the trunk to the front was $300.
I bought the same exact pump 6 years ago, 2019.
Used.
It wasn't
fresh
new.
out of the getting freshened or nothing.
Bought the pump. It was on for my turbo big block setup. It was on for the nitrous aluminum setup. It was on for the LS setup.
Everything after
the turbo LS setup, and then went to California. Was still racing, and then dude wrecked the Yeti.
Maybe we gotta get that pump back.
And then went into his other car, and he's been racing it ever since.
It's still on the car, and I bet it still works. I mean, he definitely tore his other car up, unfortunately, but I bet that pump's still alive.
Yeah. So we got two filters, a 12 and an 8. So
it's a 10 and an 8.
10 and 8.
Yeah, I've got a -10 and a -12 feeding it now.
Okay, so it's 22 AN going to
-22 coming
12.
to a Y that's a 12. So again,
but you notice something in the tank whenever.
Right, there's the old foam stuff we took out. Woo. There's pieces of it everywhere. So it may have just been plugging our filter.
So there's blue crap everywhere in there because I took the foam out because I figured we were having issues before. So I'm going to take this piece off.
Yeah.
I'm going to wire brush everything, vacuum it all out. Don't let anything get into here. Like, take these off. Don't let anything get into them.
Yeah.
And then if we could ever get the weather to cooperate with us, which it's going to have to be this afternoon or tomorrow because everything else is fucked in Oklahoma.
Well, I want to...
Because we need to...
let's see if we can burn this thing up. I mean, I say we try to burn it up.
It sucks because I got $1,400 in pumps between buying the two and getting this one back. So,
but you've got a fuse now.
I do got a fuse,
and that's why I say we hook it straight back up, and hopefully that'll pop before it melts the wire.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So I'm gonna take this out, wire brush, vacuum. We're gonna put fuel in it. We're gonna hook it back up from this 12 volt converter that I got, 24 volt or 16 volt to 12 volt, and I'm just gonna hook it straight back up to the battery.
Yep.
And we're gonna have 16 volts. We're gonna have full of fuel, brand new filters, nothing clogging it, 22 feed. We're gonna go drive it and see what the fuel pressure is. Because if you look at my data log on this thing, did I show you last time I looked at it?
Yeah.
So when I let off the button the second pass, it was at 55 psi.
Right.
In first gear, it went down to 33 psi. All the way through first. It was like 33, 36. And when I shift to second, it drops to 16 psi on the fuel pressure.
Right.
That's when it started going.
It's supposed to go the other way.
That's when
it's supposed to be going
yeah.
like this, not like this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be around 70, 60. And that was only on like 8 pounds of boost. And it did it the other day, or it did the day
heard
before.
it when I was filming.
Yeah.
The camera didn't really pick up on it, but when you made a rip, it was like like that, you know.
Yeah. So we're gonna do all this. I'll probably drive it down the block to Mexico or whatever, and then get on it coming back and just check a data log and see what it does.
Yeah. I'll have you come look at it after you get done over there. An hour or an hour It ain't raining as good as I.
Yeah, I think I got all the stuff off. It's just majorly pitted the aluminum.
Yeah, I just dude, down in the creases, son, it's still caked.
Okay.
Which
I haven't like cleaned it out yet.
On this side, you might try to
Like a pick or something?
or a screwdriver or something.
Fuse. I'm gonna get this product placement in here.
I say we just turn the ignition on and see what the fuel pressure shows. Work right there.
I mean, we're at the point of
We need to drain the oil and get it on the
checking the
ground.
oil and
Charge the battery up.
charge battery, start
Unless
it,
you want to put the alternator back
and go drive it. I mean,
I think we can put the alternator back on.
we could, but it'll be 18. It'll be 18 volts on that
Okay.
one. So I think we just charge it,
Test it.
drive it, make
Then put the
sure it goes, and then go from there.
Alright.
So,
So we'll put the alternator on.
because that's the whole reason I bought that voltage deal. Like with the alternator on and the voltage thing on, it was 19 volts on one side, 16 volts on the alternator.
But it was sucking the fuel through a freaking straw.
Yeah.
Because your filter was plugged
Yeah.
the whole time. I think your filter's been plugged since you was on the dyno.
I think it got plugged after we left the dyno.
Yeah.
Because dyno pulls, it was smooth pulls, and then we burned that pump up the night that I went to test it, and then just put another pump on it and drove it, and it was breaking up then. So I think that fuel filter's just been clogged the whole time.
I think just what we've done. If I would have switched your 12 out for my old 10 off the Yeti, it would have fixed the problem.
Yeah.
I think.
So we're at the point of charging the battery, looking at the oil, going and driving it, see what the fuel pressure is, make sure it doesn't drop, data log it, stuff like that. So
I say we.
hopefully it's sunny tomorrow and it's not wet like it is right now. We can go drive it, or later this
We don't
afternoon.
need much. We just need a little. Even tonight, if
Yeah,
the streets are all dry and it's 45, we could go, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's trying. And the engine coolant tip's 34. So I try it without the fuel pump again, and then as soon as it starts trying, just put the fuel pump. Okay.
I'm screaming right now. Oh my God. I've been sick anyway, but that thing is fuming me out. Man, it's like 20 degrees outside. Not hot right now. It's loud.
I really think this is all the difference right here.
I hope. I mean, roads are looking pretty dry.
Cold though.
Well, I mean,
It'd be sketchy.
ain't nothing to let it down and go drive it real quick. Throw the door on it. I probably won't put the hood or even the deck lid on. I'll just go. I can just drive down and come back.
I don't know. It's a good time.
It looks like they're all pretty well gone. Ready? Okay. That was ripping right there. That felt fast. I mean, every time I stuck it, it brought the left front up and was driving me over to the right. You might hand me that laptop while I'm sitting here. I was trying to, it's right there. I was trying to watch
You
the,
want to watch your fuel pressure, see what your fuel pressure.
I was trying to watch the fuel pressure and I think it went to 70.
To 70? Yeah, I figured. I mean,
I didn't break up or nothing.
no, it wasn't surging, but it wasn't great because you was blowing the tires away either.
I got on it at first and it immediately went to the rev limiter. I was struggling down there. Like
What's he doing?
my data logger turned on and then my GoPro fell off, knocked the battery out of it. I put it back on at Tractor Supply and it started repairing my deal, so I can't film while it's repairing. So I was sitting there, I was like, and I finally got it to turn on. So when I went spun and first, it was at 6,600 RPM, 27 degrees of timing, 8 pounds of boost, 4.83 AFR, and 59 pounds of PSI. Fuel flow was 995 pounds. An hour? I don't know what it is to methanol. I don't know what the power is. Well, Dad, I think, I don't know, we're at the point of just going and testing it now.
We just need either it to warm up above 50.
Or go somewhere else.
I mean, we'd take it out to the sticker patch again. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if it was warm enough.
I mean, next weekend there's a Little Gangsters at XRP.
There is.
That's 4 hours away.
Pretty risky to drive it that far.
That's 8 hours total of driving, but I've done more for
it's
less.
literally going to snow.
Yeah.
I mean, in a couple of days. So
I mean, I've driven to Amarillo before just for my motor to blow up first pass. So
That's true.
And Pat and the El Camino. So.
Well, I think it's as ready as it's going to get. I mean, if we have trouble from here, then it's a cable drive.
Yeah,
home.
if it burns up or we have issues or fuel dropping or something, I'm going to have to change the pump.
But I don't see it dropping, because even before, I think it would have dropped even on that.
Well, on the last time I drove it, same thing happened. I spun, shifted in the second, and it just wow. And it didn't have any power.
Right.
That time, it had some power.
Yeah.
And even like when I was on the street, it didn't have any power. It didn't feel fast. That felt faster on 8 pounds than it's felt the whole time I've driven it with this setup.
Yeah.
Maybe even with the nitrous big block. Because when I was getting on it, it was like trying to lift up the left front tire the whole time. So
yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, that's promising. So
yeah,
next video you see of it will be at a track somewhere or a street somewhere or something. So
yeah, hopefully.
If we could get through all this cold weather and snowstorm and stuff like that, then we'll be fine. I wish we lived somewhere that we could just race 24/7.
Why is the limiter all the way down on this side and it's all the way up on that side? Do you know?
No, you mess with that stuff.
No, I mean, I don't mess with that. Do you think it vibrated that far down?
It might have vibrated. That's probably why it was pulling to the right so bad.
It's just really loose.
Oh, where's the nut at that locks it
I
down?
don't know. It must be gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to blame that part on you.
So that's why it was...
That's what you kind of do?
Yeah.
You set up all the front ends, so I'm just going to blame that on you.
That's gone, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, we just need to get a locking nut and probably a nut on the bottom, too. But, well, that's probably why it's pulling so far right.
Yeah. It had 1 inch of travel on this side and 5 on the other.
Yeah. So.
But the nut's gone off that side too.
But that bolt is like cross-threaded, so it ain't going nowhere.
Right. It's a little tighter.
But, all right. Well, that's where we're at. So
it's ready to try.
It's going to be snowstorm, negative degrees and stuff next week, so I don't know how often we're going to get out here in the morning.
No.
It's about the only time we really have time to work on anything is in the morning.
At least you got the motor warm enough to get the moisture out of it.
Yeah, no moisture this time. So, all right, well, I think that'll be it for today's video. So, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll holler at you later.